Good morning everyone, welcome back to another house cleaning video. So this is a kind of full house clean, but not quite a full house clean. I am still working on the kitchen, which apparently is just taking forever, and I'm not even doing that much in there. So I'm not going to be showing you the kitchen today because spoilers, but I am going to be doing the rest of the house with you. Now, I did this video over a couple of days because recently I have been really struggling to focus and get anything done, basically. As you will see by the state of the house, it's gotten quite bad. I've been trying to get myself into a new routine, and I think that's the problem. My head is very stuck in a particular routine that I do every single day. However, I need to change this routine up because I will be starting full-time work very soon. Now, I was supposed to start full-time work a couple of weeks ago, but my manager actually bounced it back to the 1st of July, so I'll be starting full-time on the 1st of July instead. And that has given me a little bit of extra time to try and get into a routine, but so far I am really struggling with it. Things are getting started and not finished. I'm finding myself very easily distracted, very easily stressed. It's a rough ride at the minute, and the heat in the UK is not really helping. I'm not one of those people who is good in the heat. Don't get me wrong, I love a sunny day with a cool breeze and getting outside and enjoying the sun and things like that. Nothing against it. But honestly, once it gets kind of 25, 26 plus, I'm useless. I'm genuinely useless. I can't do anything. So that's been, I've been kind of battling with that as well recently. So things have gotten very behind for a number of reasons. So I've actually filmed this video over a couple of days because I get part way through day one, which you are currently watching, and then I end up actually spending about 2 or 3 hours sitting and ironing all this washing. So the washing has come from mainly the girls' bedroom, but there's a bit of mine and there's quite a lot of towels as well. Basically, I've been trying to make the most of this glorious hot weather and get as much dried on the washing line as possible. We are also going away for a weekend to Norfolk in a couple of weeks, and I've been wanting to get just everything through the wash so that we can start packing. So I went up to the girls' room and I did a deep clean in there. I did not film because they are not comfortable with me filming in their room, especially when it's dirty. They feel a little bit embarrassed by it. I am more relaxed with my kids cleaning their rooms now than I used to be. I used to go in there and clean once a week. These days I let them clean their own rooms. But when it gets as bad as it was in there, I do feel like I should step in and just help them out a bit because it's quite stressful to look at and live in. I've got my two girls who share what's basically a single room. They're very squeezed in there, and so it gets very messy very quickly. So now and then I go in there and help out, and I think I pulled out something like 10 loads of laundry. I don't know if it was all dirty, unlikely that it was all dirty, but it was all on the floor, and I'm like, okay, I can't tell the difference between what's clean, what's dirty, let's get this all through the wash while the weather's fine. And as a result, I have this huge mountain of laundry that I needed to iron, and that doesn't make for a very satisfying video, so I didn't film the ironing portion of that. I left the laundry on the sofa and I got on with another couple of jobs, and I'll do the laundry later on in the day. So what I'm doing here is, where I have various kind of small DIY projects on the go, I'm pulling out tools all of the time, like constantly pulling out tools, putting them away, pulling out tools, putting them away. And it's very time consuming and lots of tools are getting lost. So I decided to temporarily repurpose this little small chest of 3 drawers into quick grab tool storage. Now this is only temporary while I'm getting these few jobs done. I really want to wind down the DIY jobs kind of before the summer holidays, the school summer holidays. So this is only going to be in here temporarily because I want to be focusing on the garden project over the autumn, winter and spring of next year. So I'm literally just putting quick grab tools in the top, screwdrivers, hammers, things like that. I'm popping all of the drill bits into the bottom drawer, and in the middle drawer I'm just putting these kind of weird extras like my staple gun and stuff like that into that central drawer, so that when it is time to come and grab a tool for a job, I can quickly come and get that out of there. So we're now on to the next day, because I ended up doing all of that ironing for the rest of day one. And I'm basically back to square one, where I have gone to work the evening before and come home. Like, the house has been not trashed, but stuff has been brought out and not put away. This is kind of the story of my life at the minute, because I'm not in a routine of putting things away as I'm going through. Naughty, naughty Kerry. I'm trying so hard. It's very difficult to get my brain to adjust to a new routine. I don't know what it is about it. Brain does not like a new routine. It likes what it knows and it wants to stick with it. So I am persevering, but it's kind of an uphill struggle. So day two was actually a cooler day, which was very, very nice. It meant I could get more done without having that heat kicking in. But yeah, in the lounge, I'm basically back to square one. You can see the laundry that is now ironed is now on the sofa waiting to go up to the room. My youngest daughter has had her cosplay stuff out again, and she's been working on that. So there's lots of bits of foam and things all around. She's making very good progress, but it's still not complete. So I've got to put all of that away as well. She's also had some of her school stuff out that needs to go away into her little cupboard, which is in between these two sofas as well. And then I've got to put all of this laundry away, and there is so much more laundry already. So that laundry pile that you can see there is kind of like day one of getting through all that laundry from the girls' bedroom. I have day two laundry that needs to be folded and ironed and put away as well. So it's a very, very long job. I'm very glad to see the end of it. As I'm recording this voiceover, it's all ironed. It's all in the correct rooms. We now need to go through it and pick out any things that need to go into the donation pile so I can drop them off at the charity shop. I need to go through and grab anything out that we want to take on holiday with us so they can be packed into the suitcases. And then anything that's left needs to be put away in various drawers, wardrobes, etc. So I'm still battling this laundry pile, and I think I'm now, 4 days after I recorded this video. I'm still doing battle with it. I tried to get all of the bedding through, including the spare bedding, get that all clean and dried and fresh so that when this weather eventually breaks, which I believe it will today as I'm filming this, I think we've got some storms coming in, we're ready to go and everything is clean and dry. So yes, I do apologise that a lot of the first half of this video is just me doing laundry, but this is the reality of my life at the moment. I've got a lot of laundry coming through, and I think in the coming weeks I really want to start getting bits together for autumn this year. I've got quite a lot of summer stuff now. I've got quite a lot of winter stuff, but I don't really have much in the way of kind of intermittent clothing, and nor do the kids. So that's something that I'm going to be working on over the next few weeks. I'm really still wanting to do a capsule wardrobe for autumn. I love the idea of a nice, easy wardrobe set up over the autumn, and I really want to put a lovely capsule wardrobe together. So that it's easier for me to make a decision on what I'm going to be wearing each day, so I can just get on and film for you guys. So a little bit of good news where filming is concerned. Sorry, not confirmed, concerned. I can officially say that I have now hit 1,000 of you lovely, lovely subscribers. So thank you so much. I can't believe I've got 1,000 subscribers. I never thought this was going to happen. I'm not yet at the point of monetization. That's okay. My goal was really to have 1,000 subscribers by Christmas, and we have smashed that. That's wonderful. Like, we are only halfway through the year. We are only halfway to Christmas, and already I've hit the 1,000 subscribers. So I'm so, so grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. It means the world to me that you guys are actually interested in what I'm doing. And it really inspires me and motivates me to keep going and make all these positive changes in my life, sort my house out, sort my life out. It's just really, really wonderful thing. So thank you so, so much. We have officially hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. So in the video, I have now moved to upstairs. I am going to be working on the bathroom, the toilet and my bedroom. None of them need a huge going over really, but I do want to give them a little bit of a freshen up because I have neglected them over the last couple of days. I have been trying to get the toilet cleaned every single day like I used to, and get the bathroom cleaned kind of fully cleaned every couple of days. I am still stuck with this shower door. I haven't had a chance to get a rod to put a shower curtain on yet. A lot of things are kind of waiting for me to get paid at the moment. I've gone from weekly pay to monthly pay, which has really, really damaged me. I've kind of gone through all my savings in that first month, and I'm trying to rebuild my savings back up. At the same time, everything is so expensive right now. I used to think there used to be this thing, right, where people would say anything that you needed every time you popped to the shop or whatever, every time you needed to replace something or pop to the shop or whatever, it would cost on average £30. And this was kind of done intentionally by the shops because it was just enough that you could kind of dismiss it as a small payment, but enough that if you do it regularly enough, they're making a decent bit of money. And I looked into the psychology and the marketing and all of that, and that was people's kind of comfortable threshold for a spend. So every time I'd go out to the shops, I would spend roughly £30. But recently, it's £50. Like every time I'm going out, I'm spending £50. Like I will pop out I went out the other day for some potatoes. I wanted to make roast potatoes, and I went out for a couple of packets of like jacket sized potatoes. And I ended up spending 50 quid. And I had a thought about this whole £30, £50 thing. And I got home and I had a look on my kind of online banking to see how much I was spending on average. And it has gone from £30 last year to £50 this year. So every time I'm setting foot out of the door, pretty much, it's £50. I had to move the water butt from the back garden to the front garden. And it should have been simple, right? Add a downpipe and a rainwater diverter to add this water butt in. But no, the guttering that was on my house is a slightly different size from all the rest of the guttering in the world. So I had to replace all of the guttering on the shed. I had to buy a new main run. I had to buy new end pieces. I had to buy a new downpipe. I had to buy a new spout for the downpipe, the converter, the clips for the wall, like everything. And guess how much it cost me? You got it, guys. £50. Every single time I try and do something, it costs me £50. The tiling in the kitchen, I got most of it done. There's a small bit that needs to be done. Guess how much it's going to cost? £50. You get the idea. Like everything is costing me 50 quid, and it's like I'm not earning that much, you know. I'm on a part-time wage. When I go up to full-time, obviously I'm then going to be hitting the tax threshold. While I was part-time, I wasn't quite earning enough to start to be paying tax on that. So now that I'm full-time, I'm going to be hitting the tax threshold. So I'm actually only going to be about £60 a week better off, but I'm going to be working double the hours. And I know that £60, that's one trip out. That's one trip out. So I'm really trying to not go out. I'm really trying to not go onto Amazon to buy bits and bobs that I need. And so things are grinding to a halt, which is frustrating me. And then I'm getting kind of depressed and stressed, and we're ending up with this dirty house syndrome, we'll call it. Alongside the heat, it's just been a complete nightmare. However, today, when I'm recording this, is the 25th of June. And we all know what that means. I'm sure you've all seen the little memes and all of that. We are officially halfway to Christmas. This is where Kerry comes into her own. Kerry is very much a Christmas spirit. I am the ghost of Christmas present, past and future. And I will be here for the next 6 months reminding you that Christmas is coming. If you guys don't like Christmas, you might want to switch off, because I'm actually having a little halfway to Christmas celebration at the weekend. We tend to kind of watch a Christmas film, have a halfway there Christmas pudding, we have the snowball cocktails, we have the piggy dinner. It's going to be so nice. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the latter half of the year. I really, really am. Not just because of Christmas, but because I'm getting the garden done as well, or starting at least to get the garden done, which means this time next year I can be sat out in my beautiful garden. Christmas will be a beautiful memory. I'm so excited, honestly. I cannot wait for Christmas this year. I feel like it's the only thing getting me through right now is the thought of, yes, Kerry, you're only going to be £60 a week better off, but that £60 can go towards Christmas, gifts, decorations, the food, all that good stuff, and we'll have a very jolly Merry Christmas. And hopefully by then I'll be at a point with the channel that I'm monetized, which is very, very exciting because I can reinvest that money, which will be from kind of like AdSense and things like that, back into the channel to make more content for you guys. I can start doing shopping hauls and things like that, which I'm also very, very excited about. So lots of changes coming up for the channel. It's going to remain a cleaning channel first and foremost, cleaning, homemaking, but there will be some other bits as well. I've also started doing weekly vlogs on the members on the channel. For the members, they will be members only. They will remain members only. They won't be released publicly. If you do want to add yourself as a member, you can head over onto my main channel and there is a little tab on there where you can click memberships and you can join up as a member and see some little weekly vlogs of just the comings and goings of the week as I'm going through each of the weeks. So if you want to do that, please feel free. I'd be very, very nice to have you, and any money earned from that will go back into the channel pretty much immediately. Maybe home decoration and things like that will go towards those kinds of things, so you guys can get a little bit of inspiration beyond just a little bit of cleaning. So I'm finishing up today in the bedroom. This is going to be the last of what I'm doing on this video. I know this video is a little short, I apologise for that, but I've got so much going on, I don't even know where to start. So the bedroom, really, I just needed to clean down the sides and give it a little bit of a hoover, and that's going to be it for today. I really hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. Sorry that it was a short one, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye bye.